Than 7,000 doses.
That's how many vaccines went to waste, according to state health officials, after concerns were raised over storage and handling at a Colorado Springs clinic. Tonight, we're learning what first put Dr. Moma Health and Wellness Spa on the state's radar. Good evening, I'm Heather Skoll.
And I'm Bart Bedsole. Thanks for making us your choice for news at 6. 13 Investigates continues to get answers about thousands of wasted vaccines at the Dr. Moma Health and Wellness Clinic in Colorado Springs. After days of silence, the woman who runs the clinic is sharing her side.
13 Investigates' Lauren Barnes spoke to her today and is live in studio tonight to tell us, Lauren, what you've learned.
The owner of Dr. Moma says she's been waiting to speak with media until after the state health department sends her some information about its investigation, claiming she first learned from 13 Investigates coverage that all the vaccines administered at her own facility have been deemed invalid due to storage and record-keeping issues.
Please, I do not want to be filmed.
Can you stop that?
13 Investigates honored that request and stopped recording. And once the cameras were off, Moma opened up, saying she had good intentions to help the community, first through COVID-19 testing in her office, and more recently by administering COVID-19 vaccines. According to requirements, the Colorado Department of Public Health wrote, all vaccine providers must undergo a compliance check prior to receiving vaccines. However, Moma claims the state broke its own rule and never inspected her facility. We've requested any inspection records from the state health department. Moma also promises to grant 13 Investigates an on-camera interview and even a tour of the facility tomorrow, including her cold storage equipment. Reporting live in studio, Lauren Barnes, 13 Investigates.
Lauren, thanks. We have also learned what led health leaders to look into that clinic in the first place. Chief investigative reporter Chelsea Brentzel is live outside Dr. Moma's tonight to explain. Chelsea.
13 Investigates spoke with some people who got vaccinated here at the Moma Clinic. They describe a chaotic and unorganized process to even get the vaccine, with about 100 people waiting outside on the lawn behind me. And patients called the county health department concerned, which is what led health officials to investigate.
It's a disaster, honestly. The fact that this happened to me and 4,000 other people is kind of insane.
Carl Lewis is one of thousands of Coloradans who was vaccinated at Dr. Moma's Health and Wellness Center in Colorado Springs. The clinic was investigated by health officials for using pre-drawn unlabeled syringes, improper cold use storage, and a lack of COVID-19 prevention measures like social distancing and masking, according to El Paso County Public Health.
There's, 100 people standing in this line in this tiny hallway with no ventilation at all.
Carl says it took him 3 hours after his scheduled appointment to finally get his dose. Brandon Coulter also got vaccinated at the Moma Clinic. He wasn't surprised to learn the clinic was under investigation.
There's probably like 15 to 20 hypodermic needles just laying on the table.
Now Carl and Brandon have been told by the state to get revaccinated, but they have concerns.
And then just worrying about okay, if it wasn't stored properly, is this going to do something to me?
What is getting 3 doses going to do to me? Is that going to give me a lot of side effects?
13 Investigates has learned that the owner of the clinic has missed out on $130,000 in state money for the wasted doses, but it's unclear tonight if she will face any fines or be reprimanded for the more than 7,000 wasted vaccines. Reporting live in Colorado Springs, Chelsea Brentzel, 13 Investigates.